Hey, let's talk about it, cause honestly we need to talk about social issues, just uplifting my people. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come join the conversation. A connection's what we're creating. Yeah.
Boom, let's talk about it. Good morning. So check this out, right? I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Sometimes, when you're going through something and you can be praying to God, right? Like, let's just say the rent is due, mortgage is due, whatever the case may be, and they've been cutting back hours on work or whatever, and you don't know if you're gonna have the money. Right. So you begin to pray to God and you're like, God, please, you know what I'm saying? Just let it, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Then it's getting closer to the rent, you know what I'm saying, is due or the mortgage is due. And you find yourself saying, or being, feeling less than because you like, God must not be hearing me because God ain't speaking to me. God has not spoken to me, so God is not hearing me. But what we got to understand is sometimes you're not hearing from God because God is already talking to the problem. See, a lot of times we think that God just shows up and he's going to say something in your ear. And sometimes that does happen. But a lot of times we think that God's just going to show up. It's going to be this lightning and he's going to appear and you're going to hear a message straight from him. But a lot of times it's not like that. See, when you have faith and you have trust, you have said your prayers and you know God going to work it out. This is if you're aligned and you're doing the right thing, right? But you know God's going to work it out. So meanwhile, you're feeling down, you're feeling out because God hasn't came to you. But what you don't understand is God has placed something into the mortgage company's heart or to the landlord's heart and said, you know what? This has been a faithful tenant or whatever, times is rough, this, that, and the other, let's just go ahead and extend them before time. See, you never know because God works like that sometimes. Sometimes you can be sick. Doctor then gave you a diagnosis and you've been praying and you asking the church to pray for you and this, that, and the other, and you laying in bed and you're still not feeling good and you're really not feeling good because you have not heard a word from God. Meanwhile, God has been talking to that head surgeon and to say, you know what? Bring him back in. Run another test. And then they run another test and they find, you know what? You don't need this surgery. You know what? We misdiagnosed you. See, all of this comes with faith. And I've had to learn this and I am still learning this. Sometimes I find myself in these positions and I'm just like, Lord, why? I'm doing what I got to do. I'm, I'm saying this, that, and other. And then I stop. I stop right there. Because you can't be saying all these old Bible verses, you know what I'm saying? Lord is my shepherd. You can't, all of that stuff is cute, right? But when the rubber meets the road, what really do you do? What really do you do? Are you the type that, oh my God, woe is me? Are you the type that everything that comes out of your mouth is a drag, right? Oh, this, that, and other. And I'm not saying that things don't happen because this is life. Things happen. But the key is how do you react to what's happening? And I used to didn't react good to it. If somebody treated me a certain way, it would ruin my whole day. Or if somebody did something to me, I'm spending the majority or the bulk of my day trying to figure out how to get this person back. A bigger thing is I used to spend the bulk of my day wondering what someone else is wondering. Putting all my care into someone else or something else. I'm sitting up there like, man, are they okay? This, that, and the other. Meanwhile, they sleeping fine. They not thinking about me. They not, you know what I'm saying? So what I had started to learn is you know what? When I pray and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that's it. However God's going to come through, God's going to come through. How he shows up is how he shows up. He might not come tap you on the shoulder or speak to you and you got this miraculous story. No, he might not do that. What he might do, though, is speak to the problem. He ain't worried about you. He's going directly to the problem. You got a problem at work. Your boss is treating you wrong. Manager, the co-worker, this, that, and other. And you sitting up here on edge and you wanting this, that, and other. Guess what? Maybe when you was expecting God to come talk to you, he went to them. Hey, leave him alone. You just never know. You never know. And that's why you have to have faith. So anyways, man, y'all have a blessed day.